Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys another reading. So today's topic is on twin flames. So the question that we are asking Spirit is, are we meant to be in this lifetime? So what I want to say immediately, you guys, is that we're not really going to do a hard yes or no. We're just going to basically check the energies. Like, is it leaning more towards a yes right now or more towards a no? I want you guys to basically take the message that comes through today as what's right for you right now. I do not believe that there is anyone on the planet that can actually give you a 100% guaranteed yes or no answer. I don't believe it works that way, and the reason why is because everybody has free will. So even if it leans a little more towards no today, it could be someone's free will choice. There could be something that is improved in the situation. But I just thought it would still be interesting for those of some of you guys that feel like you just need some guidance in that kind of area. But we're going to be going through many things here today. It's not just this yes or no, but we're going to check in the energy of your twin flame connection. Now, I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or a challenge to their connection, as well as kind of looking at things from the feminine's perspective, because that's the majority of my viewers. So please, at the end of the day, just take what resonates for you, get rid of anything that doesn't. The decks we're going to be using here today are all created by myself and will be listed down below. And we are using my Twin Flame Journey Oracle as kind of the markers for all of the sections that we're going to be going over here today. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's dive right in. So we've got the twin flame card here, which is counterpart, reflection, catalyst. So we're going to basically kind of take a little dive right here and see, where is your twin flame connection right now? What are the energies that make it up? What does that look like basically? So let's take a look at this. What does Spirit want you guys to know about your twin flame connection right now? What is the energy here? The frequency, the current vibration of your twin flame connection. We have mirroring. So it could be that you guys are basically mirroring something back to each other, or you guys are seeing something within the other person and it's bringing something up. Okay. And to me, that is one of the reasons I put that key word there in this card, is because I do believe that your twin flame will be a catalyst for your growth. They will be a catalyst for some major change that you'll make within yourself. Okay. And that might not always be represented in a positive or a positive way. It might be challenging. But to me, challenge equals change. Ooh, love that. Self-worth, confidence, self-love, and dignity. So this is the thing. Sometimes when people do things, right, and it doesn't feel right, it feels icky. You're just like, gosh, I feel really, I feel repelled. I feel angry. I feel agitated. I feel really triggered, right? It means things. It means something. There's something that we do need to look at. Why do I feel this way? Where is this coming from? Why am I so angry? Why am I so upset? Is there something where I have a right to be upset? Absolutely. Sometimes if someone is being disrespectful to you, it doesn't feel good. And it doesn't mean, oh, you must have an issue because you're upset about it. That's not always the case. Sometimes people just outright are doing things that are triggering us. And sometimes, depending on where you're at, you may just take it. You may just kind of excuse the behavior. You might ignore red flags, etc. But of course, as we know, with any kind of connection down the line, anything that is just being, kind of misused will usually be done again. Any behavior that's not good will usually not change or shift until we make it known. Hey, you know what? I actually don't agree, or hey, I don't like that. What can we do? How can we get on the same page? So I kind of feel, you guys, that what's going on right now in your twin flame connection is that there may be something where we're looking maybe to our twin flame as to bring us some sort of value or worth. And anytime we put that into another person's hands, we're always going to end up empty. And the reason why is because everyone is responsible for their own worth and value, basically. It's really beautiful when you have two people that have done that work on themselves and then they come together. That's a beautiful union, a beautiful, healthy connection. But when you have someone who's plugging into the other person for all of their happiness, all of their worth, all of their value, what happens when something goes awry? What happens if that person goes away? What happens if a tragedy occurs and we're left without that person? You know, it's kind of like, you know, we fall apart, we crumble, we don't know who we are. So I feel like right now what's going on in the twin flame connection is that there could be something that's happening right now where we're gaining our self-worth. We're putting maybe down a boundary. We're working on our confidence. We're feeling better about ourselves. We're realizing that, hey, you know what? If this person isn't ready for me, then that's okay. I'm not going to take that as such a hit. I'm not going to take that as such a, like it's saying something negative about me. What that means is they're not ready. And what that means is that I still need to take care of myself. I need to still show up for myself. I still need to, you know, do something that I came here to do on this planet. So I think that this is beautiful because we are looking for another person to see us, yes, to love us, yes, especially our twin flame. But if they are not ready to do so, then we have to realize that that's not a reflection of us, that's a reflection of them. So if it is making you feel like crap and you are taking it to heart and you are having a very difficult time seeing yourself in a healthy way, that's something to pay attention to. That's something that must come from within. So I know that sounded kind of preachy, but I don't know, that's just what came through. Okay. Anyways, I pulled out my fake PhD for a second. Anyways, so let's go ahead and continue. What do we got going on here? And what I mean by PhD, I meant like psychologist. Mr. Moon always says that, oh, here she goes with the PhD. All right. Oh, all right. That's a nice, lovely, painful card. Heartache, 3 of Swords. Okay. So, you know, it's not going to be everybody's story. Just take it if it's yours. All right. I don't know why that just moved. So there could be some sort of a betrayal here. With 3 of Swords. There could be some sort of a sad situation, something that happened here. Third party, cheating, lying, all that. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's heartache at the center of it. There's sadness. Somebody has been heartbroken. Somebody feels betrayed. Somebody feels stabbed in the heart. So there's heavy heart energy here. The heart is aching. And it may be that someone's behavior has made us feel like we are not good enough. We weren't worth it. You wouldn't have done this had I been more this, more that, had this, looked this way, etc. We can go down a rabbit hole of not feeling good enough because of what somebody else does. But usually the majority of the time people do things like that to hurt other people by, you know, going behind their back and doing things like that because they don't feel good about themselves. And I know it doesn't ever feel that way. We always take it upon ourselves like, wow, you know what, this feels like crap. But people are acting in this way usually because of something going on within. So I feel like this is a good time for us to reflect on this, whatever has happened here in our twin flame situation, and realize that this is a catalyst for our growth. It's a catalyst for our healing. It's a catalyst for us to love ourselves, to have dignity and pride and say, hey, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. This, what you did to me is not okay. This, what you did to me, is something that you are going to have to apologize for. This is something that you're going to have to make right. And I am not going to just make this easy for you. It's not about playing games. It's not about punishing people. It just means that you love yourself enough to say, this is not what I'm looking for. I didn't deserve this. This isn't about me. You better figure that out because this is not about me. And if there has been no accountability on someone's part for this behavior, that is something that needs to take place. So sometimes we need to love ourselves enough, even though we can love other people, we can and when we say unconditional love, a lot of people I don't know understand what that means, but you can love your child, but know that you're also enabling your child. And that's not a loving thing to do to your child, is to continuously enable them so they will never be able to, change or grow in a positive way. So unconditional love sometimes does mean the word no. Sometimes it means I love you too much to continue this. And that might be where someone, and I'm just going to say maybe perhaps from the feminine's perspective, because I did tell you guys I do it from the feminine's perspective. If this is you, feminine, this may be that you had to walk away from this. This may be you had to say, no more. I'm not going to do this anymore. This may be you still struggling with some kind of previous pain or heartache or betrayal here. And because of this, you're still working on your self-confidence. You're still working on maybe not blaming yourself for something that happened, or not, feelings of, low self-esteem or low self-worth because of what's happened here. So I think that, that makes sense. So it's definitely heavy. Emperor, divine masculine. Okay. The Emperor to me is somebody who takes responsibility. They do. They're in a position where they did the deed, so now they need to take responsibility for the deed. Now, this is not to negatively portray the masculine. This is just the way it's coming through. I feel that the masculine is in a position to do something, to change something about this heartbreaking situation. He does have the ability. Is he choosing to do it? Let's just say in this instance, he's not making any moves to correct past behaviors. He's not apologizing for past behaviors. He's not taking responsibility for this situation, whatever it might be. So feminine, what I'm getting here is that it may be that this is your job. What's being reflected back to you is that someone might not be ready, or someone is not in this position right now to be able to, do anything differently here. So the best thing that you can possibly do is to love yourself. If you're looking for the masculine to love you and make it all better, it's not quite going to work out. It's not going to work out for the best in that way. The best thing that you could possibly do is to provide that for yourself first and foremost. And this, to me, is when you're loving yourself, you actually get that reflected back to you. When you don't value yourself, usually people will see this as a weakness and they will think it's okay to treat you that way. So I kind of feel like there's just some immediate storyline coming through where maybe you and this masculine right now are having a real difficult time on your journey right now. And the thing is, you guys might be going like, this isn't my story. That means it's not your reading today. Okay. That's all it means. So you can unplug now, and this, you don't have to continue. So what we're going to now do is we're going to go ahead and shift on into the next subject, which is really going to get into the answer of, yes or no. So we're really going to look into that. And remember what I said, you guys, everybody has free will, but we are going to see what Spirit wants us to know. Is the energy leaning more towards yes, or is it leaning more towards no at this particular time? And are you guys meant to work things through in this lifetime? Are you guys meant to actually come into that beautiful union that is possible, right, with anybody in this lifetime? Let's look at that energy. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know with that energy. All right, let's go ahead and see where the masculine is at when it comes to yes or no. Wow. To me, this is more of a yes. I do have a plan for us. Now, the thing is, this masculine may not be able to put forth this plan right now, but it may be with time, this masculine does grow. The Page of Pentacles is a student. The Page of Pentacles is still learning. So I feel like this is Spirit's way of telling you, Divine Feminine, it's not about you waiting for this masculine and putting your life on hold. You must still continue moving forward with your life. But this is an indication that he is still learning something, that he is still in the process of learning. And it may be that he puts some sort of a plan in motion for the two of you in the future. He may offer you something down the line in the future. So I'm getting here, this is more of a possibility of a yes at this time. Okay, so let's continue here. Yeah, I don't want to fight. This to me is the masculine perhaps coming back to apologize with you, feminine, laying down the swords, coming to some sort of a truce. You can clearly see here in this picture that, he is, kind of like pushing her up against a wall, but just wanting her to know, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to be in this situation any longer. That seems very dark and just unresolved. So I do feel like this masculine may want to resolve some sort of a conflict with you, feminine, in this lifetime. I do. So I'm seeing this more as a yes. But we do have this hesitation of the Nine of Wands. I'm afraid to let you in. I feel like this is where this masculine right now is in the dark. This is where this masculine right now is stuck. This is where this masculine might just be operating at this particular time with that Three of Swords energy or whatever has happened in the past. Remember, this is a reflection of his fear. Whatever he's done, whatever has happened here, it's that's on him. That's his deal. I'm not saying it has nothing to do with you, but I'm just saying what he's choosing to do and how he's going about it has everything to do with him. You shouldn't take that as you're not good enough. He's afraid to let you in completely. That's the Nine of Wands. He's got a lot of barriers. He's got a lot of things that he needs to work on. Okay. But I do like to see the 9 here, because the 9 to me tells me he is on some sort of on a journey to complete this cycle in this lifetime. So this is more of a yes, that he can do this. This is more of it is a possibility in this lifetime that this could happen. Yes. So that's what I'm seeing, feminine. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some energy from you. Where will you be at with this? I love that. The Star. You have hope. There might be something that you just feel inside, feminine. There might be something that's giving you this guidance. Something that you feel like, yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, that there is a possibility that your wish to be with this masculine will be fulfilled. It does say healing my wounded heart. You do believe that your heart can heal whatever wound. Remember, we got the heartache card, that your heartache will heal in this lifetime. Maybe you even feel intuitively, or you're being guided by your spirit guides and just, signs from the universe that this is where things are headed. You guys are headed towards healing this, towards reconciling, towards fixing what went wrong. So I feel, feminine, that you're in tune with something. You're in touch with your truth. You're in touch with some sort of universal truth when it comes to this connection. So I definitely say trust it and continue to work on what you need to heal. We do have the 9 of Swords, though. So, of course, it's funny. You guys are both coming up with a 9. You guys still have some some cycles to clear out. Masculine's in the 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior energy. Been through a lot. I feel like he's also created a lot of his circumstances. So now it's going to be what didn't kill him made him stronger. So all the different trials and tribulations that he's gone through are going to end up causing him to have that strength and that courage to really step into his full divine masculine power. It is possible. You, feminine, these are the stories that you're telling yourself. It says, I'm my own worst enemy. So the thing is, the Star is a big card. It's from the major arcana, which means that is universal energy. That is divine intervention, in my opinion. These are big things, universal things. The minor, like this is a minor card. These are just everyday human stuff. So you're only human, divine feminine. I feel like you have access, or you are in touch with this spiritual side of yourself, this side of yourself that tells you something, gives you this information, and gives you this clarity of it is possible, yes, gives you this hope. But in the everyday, like in your everyday routine, it may be that these old programs, fears, maybe even traumas, unhealed things from your own past, whatever, or even with this masculine creep into your head and say, this is terrible, this is a nightmare, what am I doing? So some of you guys could almost feel a little mental, because there's something where you have faith in something, but then your ego and all of your fears somehow suck you in and confuse you on your journey. And it might even be people on your journey, people getting in your head, something getting in your head and telling you you're incorrect, you're delusional, you're wrong, this and that. So I kind of feel like you're under a little bit of a spiritual attack sometimes, feminine, but it's not necessarily that it's coming from other people. I do believe, honestly, I really do. I believe that if you feel like you're cursed, you're going to create that for yourself. I don't even necessarily believe that someone has even done anything. I've seen people go through that. You get very paranoid and you think that people are against you, or it must be coming from somewhere. And sometimes it's actually coming from within. So sometimes we can create those circumstances where we can feel very heavy and low vibe and feel like something is happening. So, it's always good to do protection, but sometimes it's even a protection from your own self, clearing that vibe, clearing away from some of that debris, within. So I definitely feel, feminine, that you are kind of back and forth maybe on this journey where there's parts of you that feel very strongly and very convicted, but then there's this other part of you that kind of trips you up on your journey. So that's funny, because when it comes to yes, no, I normally don't do these types of readings. And like I said, I put it out there where we're not really actually answering a yes, hard, or no. I never do that. But I felt like in the collective that some people are like, I just need to know. And to me, I always say, why? Life is not meant for you to know exactly what is going to happen. If you knew exactly what was going to happen, it would be boring as hell, I guarantee it. You would learn nothing. You would push yourself to do nothing. So we're not meant to know really a hard yes or no. But I feel like maybe this reading today will give the feminine maybe some sort of like a confirmation of your intuition on your journey. And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is using this reading for today. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, look at this. 5 of Wands. So you guys both share the 9 and the 5. It's funny, I'm just getting that song from Dolly Parton, working 9 to 5, or I can't sing, but yeah, there it is. And so to me, it's like you guys are working. Right now, you guys are busy working on your journeys. Maybe as just individuals right now, right? Just doing your own thing. Ooh, I just realized that I did not plug in my computer and it's about ready to die. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I would have been pissed. Hold on. Let me go ahead and plug in my computer, because that would really suck. Okay. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I normally don't do that. I don't know why. I completely forgot about that. All right, there we go. So, yeah. Anyways, you both are sharing the 9 and the 5. 5s are very challenging. And remember, I just said that, like, if life didn't throw us challenges and curveballs, we wouldn't, if it was too easy, it wouldn't really feel that satisfying. I guarantee you. We wouldn't feel satisfied. Anything that we don't have to work for and we're just given, it's just kind of like, just kind of loses value. So you and this masculine right now are working through some stuff. You're working on your own individual challenges, but your connection has definitely reached some sort of a like a cycle. So the fact that we got 9s here tell me that you guys are on some kind of a brink of like discovering something or breaking through a karmic cycle or a barrier. You're overcoming some sort of a major challenge that you guys have experienced, and it shows something. It's like you're revealing something about yourself because of that mirrored energy. So something I feel is about ready to happen here when it comes to a major breakthrough. And this major breakthrough is going to take us from this halted, blocked red light place, which is absolutely not, and actually bring some sort of hope that it is possible that the two of you guys can overcome the challenges that you have experienced in this lifetime. So I feel like, is this meant to be? Is this something that you guys will ever come back together in this lifetime? I feel like it's, for me, it's more of a possibility of a yes than it is a no. So continue to trust your intuition, Divine Feminine, because I feel like that really is what Spirit is asking you to do. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into this unawakened energy, basically. And this is going to tell us here what is still yet to be discovered. So like what's unawakened right now. And the fact that it's unawakened, how is that having an effect on the connection? So what is unawakened at this time in this connection? Okay, this is interesting. What is unawakened is everything that we're feeling, we're not putting it into reality. We're not like putting it into action. We're just kind of fantasizing about it. We're kind of just, cruising around in 5D, having dreams, having all these premonitions, downloads, telepathic conversations, all this other stuff, just fantasizing of what could be, but we're not actually taking any action steps. Now, this reading is not telling anybody to do anything today. I believe that if you have reached a point, especially in this connection with this masculine and feminine, where you've already tried to do certain things, you've tried to work things out, you've put your best foot out there, and you maybe kept getting the answer no. I do not believe in chasing people. I believe in giving people that space and time that they need in order to come to their own conclusions. And if you feel angry that someone's putting you on hold, then that means that you shouldn't be waiting. So I just feel like what is unawakened is action. It's just kind of we're I don't want to use the word stuck, but we're kind of like it still hasn't been awoken, like the reality, breaking through from the other side of dream to reality, basically. Now, the moon energy is feminine. Masculine may still be suppressing the feminine or suppressing his feminine side to access his emotions, to really deal with his emotions, to really deal with maybe what has occurred, what has happened, what has been done, to be more compassionate, just to open up his heart space to feeling the pain, or perhaps, delivering some sort, kind of doing the responsible thing, which would be to own up for actions that hurt other people. So I feel like this is something where that's why the masculine card came through, divine masculine, is because the masculine is very much in his masculine energy and not balanced in his feminine side. So he might be very focused right now on the outer world. He might be very focused on survival, physical pursuits, things like that, but not really tending too much to his emotions. So it might be that he's kind of pushing something down so he doesn't have to feel it or heal it or see it or deal with it right now. So that could be what's going on. So let's go ahead and continue. What else is unawakened, sleeping, or dormant? Yeah. So the thing is, this is what's possible. The connection, the lovers, the contentment. This to me is like the lovers kind of 10 of cups combination. Joy, love life, contentment in our love life. That's 10 of cups to me. So it is possible that the two of you can have this in this lifetime. But again, until this masculine is fully awakened, either to this connection, to his emotions, to his own feminine side, this is not something that he is going to just choose right now. So feminine, again, if you are waiting for this masculine to wake up and smell the coffee, remember, he is still in that Page of Pentacles energy on his way, making his way to awakening the true divine masculine within himself. But I feel like the masculine that he is tapped into at this particular time is still the hard exterior. I'm in control. I don't have to feel anything. Emotions are weak, etc. And the reason I say that is because it came up in combination with the Three of Swords. Masculine may be ashamed of past actions, and so just pushing it to the wayside so he doesn't have to feel it. Because it is really difficult. If you've hurt someone, it's sometimes really difficult to feel that shame and feel those emotions. And sometimes people feel such shame, they feel the right thing to do is to apologize. But sometimes it's just too embarrassing. They can't deal with it. They avoid it altogether. They push it down and they just don't do anything with it. So I feel like if you guys are resonating with these messages so far, it feels to me like something has happened and someone has not taken ownership for their actions. They haven't apologized. And you, feminine, I feel have really taken it onto yourself, as in you weren't good enough, and just feeling really crappy about this. And it's just a reminder to you that everybody has their own way of dealing with things. And you shouldn't use this as a reflection of your own self-worth. And, yes or no, is it possible that the two of you guys can break through this and can get to a good place in this lifetime? It is absolutely possible. We're leaning more towards a yes, but we do have to remember that the masculine has to start somewhere. And right now I feel where he's at on his journey is Page of Pentacles, which is maybe he is doing certain things in the material world to improve himself, to feel more confident, to feel like he actually, can access that part of himself. So sometimes these take just steps, basically. So it's steps. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we are going to go ahead and shift on over into the extended reading. And this is what we're going to go into over there. We're going to go into karmic partners, or if there are no karmic partners, karma, triggers, wounds. We're also going to go into the lessons that are going to continue to play out in the connection. We're also going to go into balancing of scales. So when might maybe this masculine return, or how might he correct what has been done? And I'm not saying this is only up to the masculine, but how are the scales going to be balanced here? Also, we're going to get some messages from the higher self, and then we're going to get the eventual offer here when this proposition, offer, or invitation might occur. So anyways, if that sounds interesting to you guys, you feel like maybe you need those extra messages, I definitely invite you to join me over on the extended. I will put that link in the description box down below, as well as pin it to the top comment in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching this reading. And if you liked it, definitely let me know by giving it a thumbs up and maybe sharing it with somebody, or leaving a comment or emoji in the comment section. All those things definitely help the video to push it out further, and it just keeps me here on YouTube. All right, you guys, you take care. Bye-bye.